They're my YouTube friends. So as you can see here, we have code X24, basically from the film Logan, which is many consider to be one of the best Wolverine films. Out there. I don't know who makes it. I don't know if it's Burning Soul that makes it or what, but I bought this figure in, like I said in the previous video, to go along with me Wolverine figures, something for him to fight against. I'm not expecting the head sculpt to be great on this because I've already seen the things about myself. But at the price, like I say, I got it from Toys Wonderland. The price was unbelievably cheap. I got it in with another figure, so it cost us basically next to nothing to have it shipped. As per usual though, with Toys Wonderland, I did have to remind them a couple of times via email that they hadn't sent the damn item out. That's probably one of the worst things about Toys Wonderland, you know, because I've always getting me stuff. I've never had an issue with not getting anything. I'm always getting what I've ordered from them, always. Never had an issue. I'm not keen sometimes on the packaging. Sometimes the packaging can be very, very flimsy. Sometimes it can be great. Sometimes it can be proper cardboard, like hard cardboard. Other times it's like a flimsy sort of paper style cardboard. But like I say, for the pricing, you can't go wrong. I've always getting me figures. Sometimes I've had to wait a while. Obviously, if you pay for the cheaper shipping, because the shipping at the minute has gone up through the roof. It can be silly prices for the shipping, especially if you want it quickly. But if you're willing to wait and have it sent by boat, and you're willing to wait sort of a month or more for it to come, then fine. And as long as you're willing to sort of remind them that they have still got the figure sometimes and they haven't shipped it yet, but you do get it. Yeah, as the thing, because a lot of the figures I've got coming and that you've seen in the previous video, if you watched the previous video, a lot of them were from there. But this guy, you can see the box is okay. Like I say again, it's not got the best sort of look to being Hugh Jackman, but I'm not expecting it to. And in the film, it's sort of, they did sort of make it slightly different, so it differentiated from sort of his character. It does have the thingy for just flicking it open, and it felt on the top. Can't go for that. Of course, you don't get much. That's pretty much it. So I'll get it out, show you what you have got, and then we'll go on with the rest of the review from there. So as you can see, it doesn't come with a great deal all. It has no stand for it, so you need to hope to God that the thing will stand up on its own. And you get your two clawed hands, which they're decent enough thingy to them. These are real metal as well, so that's pretty good. That you're actually getting sort of real metal claws. These are decent enough. And of course, this one's the strange one. I don't recall in the actual film himself actually using a gun. So why you have a trigger finger is a strange one to me, but there you go. It's still detailed, though. I do like the fact that it seems to have almost a speckled effect, like it's getting bloody. It's just really weird, sort of speckling style effect on that, like it's glitter. Very strange indeed. And of course, he has these two fisted hands on there. And when you bring them up close, you can see there how it's got a sort of battle damage thingies to it. And I like the way that it looks bloody. It looks tattered, torn, like he's been shot at a number of times, you know. The detailing in here is sort of quite good when you see it up close. Yeah, it looks really good. Good marks in the arms. Obviously the fact that you've got them like that is a bit of a shame, but I mean all these figures are pretty much like that. You can see by the head sculpt itself, you know, it isn't bad. considering what it is, and it probably does look like actual character from the actual movie. Yeah, and the fact that he's got the grimace on his face looks pretty cool. Though again, you've got that sort of speckling style effect to it, which I don't know if that's supposed to represent sweat or what, but it looks strange to me, like somebody's pretty splattered it in a bit of glitter, which is a shame, because it is showing up pretty thingy in this light, where the light is bouncing off of it. Yeah, so maybe it's supposed to just be like a thingy of sweat on his skin, but it just looks like bloody glitter, like somebody's freaking poured a bunch of glitter on it. Yeah, the pants are nice enough, grimy. I think down the bottom, same as his boots. Yeah, his boots are well thingy, they're well worn in. And things on the bottom, tread on the bottom, just look absolutely fantastic. Just hope to God he can stand up on his own when it comes down to it, you know. No, I think he's on the back, which is a bit of a shame, because you'd think he might have some sort of scarring on his back, but obviously he took the brunt of it to the front, so it's not too bad. Let's see what we have for articulation wise. So not much on his head, didn't see much articulation there at all, but you're getting some. Yeah, and also you get the twist and turn shoulders wise. Seems like almost like ratcheted, though again, that seems as far as you can get them up. Going that way, they are ratcheted, yes. Just to hear that. The wheels spin completely around. Yeah, but it's the fact is that it's like that is as far up as you can get them. You know what I mean? That's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. It's got a little bit of a hinge there and a little bit of movement there, but not a great deal, not something that's going to be overwhelming. But like I say, it can spin completely around on its axis that way, and then ratcheted elbow joint again, though only goes to 90 degrees, but for the thing of that, it's not going to go beyond that. That's even worse there, you can see. And of course you've got your normal style wrist peg there. Again, there's not much sort of shown of muscularity on this one compared to what you would get on a Wolverine itself, on the Hugh Jackman thing himself, but it's still good enough. It still does its job. Again, you're not getting much in the way of motion on the wrists because of the way it's been done. You know, you're getting very little in the way of any sort of motion in the wrists, and the fact it's a single joint is going to be quite sort of making it quite hard to pose. You will get articulation at that joint, which is pretty good. You've got a pretty good range of motion there. Again, you're obviously getting a lot of twist on it as well, so that's pretty good that you get so much twist on it. Going forward, you do have a sort of a fairly decent range going forward. Backwards, again, it's almost like a stereotypical style thing. You see that on these types of figures, getting to move back is just nigh on impossible because of the way they do the backside part of it. So you do get a great double bend at the knee. Because it's boots, you have basically only a twist. There is, you can see, the tiniest amount there of things. So that's going to make it fun. And of course, you're basically getting no articulation that way as well. But the boots do look good. They look cool. But I think they probably could have done with having a split cut across here somewhere, or maybe even just done anyways thingies off to give him just a little bit more articulation, because I think that's going to be one of the downfalls to this guy, is going to be the amount of articulation he does have. He's having single elbow joints, his legs only go forward. I mean, that's a decent enough range going forward. It's the fact is that that he's got no sort of ankle mobility, so we need to hope that he will stand up, or else he'll swap his hands out and put his claws on, because yeah, what is Wolverine without his claws? And there's the claws. Again, like I say, the fact that these are metal and the fact that they are quite sort of sharp, so please be careful, because that could, with a little bit of force, go through your skin. Yeah, but it looks kind of cool. I can say, when you have them fighting against sort of Wolverine, or even against, was it X-23, I think it was, yeah, it'll look pretty damn good. And you see, you've got sort of a decent enough twist and motion and what have you there, so that's good. And it's a case of, will it stand on its own? Let's have a go. Yep, it does in a sort of standard pose. Don't know what it's going to be like when I try and pose up probably, but it will stand on its own. As long as you get that sort of balance right, it will do it. So let's have a look at this bit. So as you can see, you can get them to stand, you can get them to do sort of somewhat of a simple pose. You're not going to get the biggest amount of posing out of them without having a stand in. You don't get a stand with it, which is a bit of a silly thing to me. If you're getting a figure that doesn't have the most flexible ankle joints to be able to get it into a decent pose and hold that pose, then why would you not give her something to stand the damn thing on? You know what I mean? It's strange. Yeah, you can't have them sort of like this, standing off against Wolverine. I don't know how I'm going to have them posed just yet. That's something to work out in the future when I sort of get that thing and get to it. But right now, you know, you can pose. It just is tough. You do have to work with the fact that he has no mobility in the ankle joints. You're having to sort of finagle it in such a way where it doesn't look stupid, but it also has that ability to look sort of slightly natural, but also with the fact that he has no bloody mobility in the ankles, and you would have to buy yourself a stand if you want to get him into any more sort of a dynamic pose where the ankles will be no issue, you know. But I'm still happy enough I've got him, you know. He's going to do the job. He's going to be somebody for the Hugh Jackman Wolverine to fight against, or maybe the X-23 to fight against, because I do have them both. So I'm looking forward to eventually getting them sort of posed up with them and see what I can come up with on that one. And eventually, maybe in one of my future videos, you'll see how I've managed to sort that one out. I just still find it strange that you have a gun holding hand in there, but never mind. Yeah, normal fist ones is good, cool enough. And the fact that he's got that, which is how you'll have him posed anyway. I mean, I can't see many people wanting to pose and things, but what the hell, you don't get much. But it was damn cheap, and I'm happy enough to have him. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.